We want to begin with the crisis tonight along the U.S. Gulf Coast. Hurricane Laura closing in fast, something like the Texas-Louisiana border, though it looks like a more easterly track than predictions earlier today. It is a monster. It's a massive Category 4 storm, winds of 150 at the core. All day, forecasters have been warning of catastrophic damage from an unsurvivable storm surge, a word we don't hear often in weather forecasting, but it could reach up to 40 miles inland. Our meteorologist, Bill Cairns, with us to talk about the newest advisory from the National Hurricane Center at the top of the hour. Hey, Bill.
Brian, the storm is now moving onshore. We're watching that northern eye, only about 20 miles off the coast right now. We have numerous bands that are moving onshore with tornado warnings. The storm surge is coming up. So all the ingredients that you'd expect with a Category 4 major hurricane that almost made it to a Category 5 is about to happen. So the power outages will begin as those strong winds move inland, and it's going to be a very difficult night for anyone that stayed behind in southwest Louisiana. So here's the update from the Hurricane Center: 150-mile-per-hour winds. It looks like it's still over warm water, but only for another 2 to 3 hours before a landfall. So it doesn't look like it's going to make it to a Category 5. But wow, what a show it put on in the last 24 hours! Rapid intensification, one of the strongest we've ever seen in the Gulf of Mexico. So we bring it on shore. Landfall expected about 3 hours from now. And look at this. Even tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., 110-mile-per-hour winds all the way parallel between Lufkin and Alexandria, right along the Texas-Louisiana border. We are going to see power outages and tree damage that will be in the extreme category as far as 100 miles inland. So this isn't just a problem for, the Lake Charles area. I mean, far inland, even up towards Shreveport, tomorrow evening, we could have significant power outages from this storm. And then the Hurricane Center does finally weaken it to about 60 miles per hour over Little Rock. And then the wind damage portion will be done, and we'll have to deal with some flooding as far as rainfall. But the biggest thing in the life-threatening portion of the storm is beginning, and that's with the storm surge. You notice anywhere to the right of the landfall, so we're talking that pink section in there, that's where it's extreme. It's very rare to get a 20-foot potential storm surge. The worst on record was Katrina. That had 28-foot storm surge. Camille was in the 20s. Ike was in the 20s. Rita was around 15 to about 18. This storm has the potential to be up there on the list of those historic all-time storms. And when this is all finished and said and done, this could easily be a multi-billion-dollar weather disaster from Louisiana northwards and potentially through some sections of Arkansas. And you can see where the position there is of the landfall, almost right over the top of Cameron Parish. Lake Charles, by the way, it goes and then is fed by a river that goes to a lake that goes to the Gulf. The water's going to go all the way up through that chain, and we're expecting that storm surge tomorrow morning to be 15 foot in Lake Charles. Their record is 13 feet, and the city, half of it floods at 13 feet. So you get the idea of just, how dire the prediction is for Lake Charles. Here's the current wind gust. Notice Lake Charles now with a gust of 55 miles per hour. So we're really starting to get sporty. When you start to get the wind gust in the 50 to 60 mile per hour range, that's when we start getting the power outages. This is that northern eye, and that, when it moves on shore, that's going to be like the equivalent of like an EF2 tornado with winds of 130 miles per hour. Brian, shortly we'll have what we call an extreme wind warning issued for this eye when it moves onshore. That's something new they started doing in the last couple of years. It's the equivalent of they know there's a huge tornado on the ground, and that's going to make a 30-mile swath inland progress all the way through Lake Charles into areas of southwest Louisiana. So our thoughts and prayers with everyone as they ride out the storm. Hopefully a lot of people evacuated, and and they're probably nervous about what they're going to go home and see. And if it's a typical Category 4, it's not going to be pretty.
And Bill, using time I don't have, I have to ask you about one tiny community in particular, Holly Beach. Just to the south of Mud Lake. I have visited there. It is beautiful. It's lightheartedly called the Cajun Riviera. It was wiped off the earth after Rita. It's been rebuilt largely on stilts, and this is passing pretty much right over their heads.
I mean, how cruel, Brian. I mean, it's okay. So you're talking about a spot that's located right here on the map, right next to Cameron, where they're expecting wind gusts a possible of 127 miles per hour. So that's bad enough. But that's where the 15 to 20-foot storm surge will be. And then you have another 10 to 15 foot of wave action on top of that. So even if your house is on 15-foot stilts and the water's in the first level of your house, and then the wave action on top of it, Brian, I'd be surprised if there's anything left in Holly Beach once again. Sadly for those people, 15 years ago it was destroyed, and now they're going to have to face rebuilding again. Do they bother? Should they? I mean, horrible.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.